This is Saturday Edition with Paul Murray.
Thank you very much for watching us. It is 9 o'clock on the east coast of Australia. This is Saturday Edition for the 30th of July. I'm Paul Murray, here in conversation with Janie Seal and also with none other than Jim Callanan. We've got plenty to get to in this little while, including a big chunk of sport. That's what we do at the bottom of the hour, but right now the top of the news with Janie Seal. What do we need to know?
Thanks, Paul. Our top stories for today. Kevin Rudd releases letters claiming he had the government's backing in his quest for the United Nations top job. A scare for the Australian Olympic team in Rio after a fire broke out in the athletes' village. The US state of Florida reports the first locally transmitted case of Zika with 4 people infected.
Sport-wise, Jimmy, what do we need to know? Jason Day.
Yes, he was looking a bit rocky early on, but the world's #1 golfer has absolutely fired up in his second round of the latest of golf's majors, the PGA Championship in New Jersey. And Australia's cricketers, well, it's going to be a huge final day for them. They are 185 runs behind heading into day 5 of this first test.
Thank you. All right, weather-wise, Charlotte Mortlock has the latest for us.
We'll see some gusty showers in the west today, Paul, but things are looking mostly fine across the east. I've got all the details. Join me on Channel 603.
Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull has a lot of explaining to do today after saying no to Kevin Rudd going to the United Nations. The explaining seems to be not that he made the decision not to send Kevin Rudd to the UN. It's did he ever promise that he was going to send Kevin Rudd to the United Nations? Why does this matter today? Well, you see, Kevin Rudd, in response to the Prime Minister yesterday saying that he was unfit for the job, that he wasn't qualified for the job, Kevin Rudd released 3 separate letters, all of them dated, multiple different dates between as late as yesterday all the way through to halfway through last year when there was, of course, a change in Prime Minister. And it seems pretty obvious. Malcolm Turnbull wanted Kevin Rudd to become the Australian candidate to run for the Secretary-General of the UN. He changed his mind, however, in May. Julie Bishop, the Foreign Minister, argued as late as this week that there should be Australian support for Kevin Rudd. So, Kevin Rudd released these letters overnight after the Prime Minister or the Prime Minister's office started telling journos, oh, Malcolm Turnbull never wanted him to be the UN Secretary-General boss. Have a look at what some of these letters actually have in common. You will recall that last September I contacted you asking for guidance on how I should address the matter of your previously stated support for my candidature when I met Foreign Minister at the UN General Assembly. So they were all in, remember, at this point in time? This was back in May the 1st. You had always said to me that the Australian government would be mad not to support my candidature. Amazingly, he makes reference in another one of these letters to Wickr as a private message service where, of course, the Prime Minister is trying to have everything off the record. Unbelievable stuff. So there's going to be a lot of politics around the next couple of days. The PM thinks it'll all blow over. Well, good luck. Kevin Rudd means this now pushes on into a second week and dominates the return of the Turnbull government. Tom Connell has more.
A Prime Minister's call on a former Prime Minister.